So say that I have something really important coming up, like an event or interview, or really it can be absolutely anything. It can be going to someone's house for dinner, a date. It could be whatever you want, whatever you're gonna do today, even just segment intending for your day. So what this is gonna look like is journaling, and when you write it, you write as if you are already in the present moment. So say that it's an interview. So I would write like, my interview went so amazingly. They hired me on the spot. They loved my personality. I was super calm, super outgoing, really, being true to myself, being my best self, and they saw that and loved it. And the job's perfect for me. I'm gonna make even more money than I thought. Like, everything went amazing, and I'm so thankful. So when you do that, it does make it more likely. In fact, I feel like it's writing it in stone. It makes it so that it is. It makes it so that it already is. Just like any of your desires, as soon as you desire something, as soon as you want something, it already is. So all we have to do is align to that, and by segment intending, it really helps us align our energy to that having already happened. So we can feel the gratitude or the excitement or the appreciation for something before it happens, but by doing that, it aligns our energy to it having already happened, and then it then attracts it to you. So I really love journaling about everything that I hope to accomplish. I love to journal about appreciation for the things that I do have, because that appreciation, that energy, brings about more things to be appreciative for. So I absolutely love journaling for those purposes. I also love journaling about my emotions. So if I am feeling any kind of negative emotion, I always look at it as a trigger, because it tells me that I am out of alignment with source energy, out of alignment with my truest self. So when you're feeling this way, you don't always recognize why you're feeling this way, or what you could do to change your outlook on it, because basically I feel like journaling about it helps me realize why I'm feeling that way, so that I can get to the source of the problem and figure out how to not feel that way anymore. Of course, I always try to find something that feels better and, slowly feel better, but journaling is actually one of those things, because when you're kind of writing out your thoughts and emotions, it's easier to be the observer, and to observe them. And it kind of gives me a different perspective on why I may be feeling that way. So, of course, any negative emotion means that you are out of alignment with source energy. So I will write about, today I met all these new people and I felt kind of anxious, and it made me realize that, like, I was afraid to just, like, be myself and, like, assume that they were gonna love me. But in assuming that people are gonna love you and being really, like, happy and in tuned, you attract people that love you, and so the scenario always works out better. So, like, writing about that, I was able to recognize, okay, like, I felt insecure, but source energy doesn't feel that way about me. Source energy knows my best, deepest, greatest, most wonderful self that everybody loves. Okay, so in journaling about my negative emotions, it kind of helps me realize where those are stemming from, and where my thoughts about a scenario or myself differ from those of source energy. Then it helps me to easier align with source energy. So then if I can say, like, oh, I can tell you that these negative thoughts are coming from a place of, like, insecurity or unworthiness, then I'm able to journal about, well, these are all the things that are amazing about me. I know that people love these things about me. I know that I attract people who will see these things in me. I attract people who I am able to help. I attract people who I am able to help stay in alignment or understand things from a different perspective. Things like that. Recognize and appreciate all of the wonderful things about yourself and journal about them. And all of the wonderful things about your life. Journaling about appreciation and abundance is so enlightening, healing, and it draws that energy to you, and it draws more things that make you feel that way to you. So it brings me back in tuned to my alignment with source energy and my truest, best self. And in doing that, I know that in having complete faith in source and knowing that that is the best version of me, and just to fall back and relax into the comedy of knowing that source energy has my back, and that in staying in this happy, aligned place, that everything works out for me perfectly. Usually when I'm feeling a negative emotion, it is about something that, you know, there's contrast in, or something that I'm trying to effort against. And that helps me recognize that, like, you really shouldn't you really shouldn't be efforting against anything. You really shouldn't be pushing against anything. You should just always be going with the flow and going downstream and aligning with source. So I'm able to recognize that when I'm having those negative emotions, I'm not aligned with source, and I have to put my faith back into source and in believing what source believes. So a lot of times, like, my negative emotions have been about trying to hold on to a certain friendship or relationship, and source is maybe taking that person out of my life for a good reason. It's always a blessing. So never effort against anything. Always trust that source energy has your best interest, because that is already so. So anything that you might desire, it may not come to you in the physical form that you had imagined, or the person that you had imagined, or the job that you had imagined, but it will, if you stay aligned with source, it will show up in your life even better than you had imagined. So I hope that this helps you guys, and yeah, go out and get yourself a journal, because it is such a good tool in staying in alignment with source energy. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like it below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. So, God, please stop. Please stop. It's loud. It's loud. Oh. You know, having any what is it, like, not grudges, having any, like, well, anyway, what was I even talking about? Fuck.